Moin und herzlich willkommen hier wieder bei The Hobbies in der Kategorie Gaming mit Vampire the Masquerade Swansong. Ich bin sehr gespannt, wie es jetzt weitergeht, denn wir spielen mit Galeb. Schauen wir mal, was uns erwartet. Zeigen auch mal wieder ihren Rücken mit ihrem Tattoo, ne?
My prince. Delson.
Bazori.
Ja, Bazori, alle.
It seems that the Camarilla is in danger. I am at your disposal.
Your sense of duty is a credit to you, Galeb. You haven't lost your touch, I hope. The code red is linked to the unification party with the Chantry. No one there is answering anymore.
How many of us were there?
Probably a good 20, give or take. Dr. Dunham and our top spy, Jara Drury, were already there.
We might have lost 2 members of the Primogen. What about Hartford? Have you heard from them?
If those dogs had anything to do with what happened, I'll cut their throats myself.
Do you think they might be involved?
I don't know. It's too early to draw any conclusions.
Where do you want to start?
Can I count on you?
You have no reason to doubt me.
One by one, the Ancilai heed the beckoning and go east. You're the eldest in the city now. Don't do this to me. Not now. I would be very grateful to you. And Fang.
How may I be of service?
Go and see Caius, with Jara gone. He's in charge of security. He may have learned something.
You can count on me.
You have my absolute confidence, Galeb.
Okay, das ist natürlich jetzt schon eine coole Sache, finde ich. Ist einer der älteste Vampir, der jetzt gerade in Boston ist er. Und er hat kein wirkliches Amt inne. Er ist kein Prinz, er ist kein Sheriff, nix. Aber das ist eigentlich auch ein cooles Charakterkonzept, finde ich. Ist er nämlich auch so einer, auf den der Prinz, der ein bisschen schneller machen die Maus, auf den der Prinz zurückgreifen kann, ne? Als Ventru hat er schon einiges an Reputation allein aus diesem Grund heraus.
Mr. Underwood, I'm sorry, but my instructions are clear.
You little shit.
I'm just following orders.
You have no idea what's at stake.
So, der Underwood will... ach so, was wollte ich noch eben kurz sagen? Das Beckoning, also der Ruf, den spüren alle Vampire ab einer bestimmten Generation. Ich bin mir gerade nicht sicher, welcher, aber ich dachte eigentlich nicht, dass Galeb dazu gehört. Auf jeden Fall fühlen sie diesen Ruf, den sie dann irgendwann nachgeben müssen, weil er viel zu stark wird, in den Mittleren Osten zu gehen und dort einen Kampf zu führen.
My most honored sire, you're wasting your time here.
I'd forgotten about your abject fawning.
I call it respect. It appears that it's something that sewer rats know nothing about. Apparently, Caius feels he's entitled to refuse to see a member of the Primogen. I won't forget it.
A member of Primogen here? How strange. Seems tense. Too bad for him. Alter. Aber unser Child ist scheinbar echt gut in Rhetorik. Ja, aber ich will jetzt... Psychology habe ich nicht.
Sorry to hear it.
Tell me, you haven't introduced me to your charming protege yet.
Zufeng.
Yes, Zhu Feng, a name that's as delectable as her blood, I'm sure. Ah, you're planning to introduce her to the very select club of Galeb Bazori's progeny, aren't you?
Persuasion Attempt. Das heißt, er kann... Andere können auch Dinge auf mich anwenden. Das ist ja interessant.
I hope that the prince will allow me to shortly.
I hope so for your sake. Who knows? Dear Hazel is so unpredictable. At any rate, it would be an honor for me to welcome and guide her.
You will speak of nothing with her at all.
Is that an order?
A word of advice.
Oh, pardon me. I fell out of the habit of receiving advice from you so long ago. Well,
Ist auch wieder eine
if you'll
Sache.
excuse me, I must end this ever so pleasant conversation. I need to find a way to avoid losing too much money.
Ja, der hat auch kein gutes Verhältnis mehr zu Galeb. Der guckt die ganze Zeit auf seinen Pager, ne? Was haben wir hier? Deduction. Leave it through.
This is a handwritten list. These names sound familiar.
Mr. Bazori, can I help you?
I need to see Caius.
He doesn't want anyone to bother him.
Prince's orders.
I see. He's holed up in the server room. You'll need a pass to get in. There's one on his desk.
Thank you.
Das war einfach. Oder vom Prinz. Damit kommen wir mal durch. Caius Leto, okay.
I don't really have time for this. Can it wait?
Ist das Nosferatu? Ich kann gerade nicht... Ja, es scheint so, ne? Deswegen haben die auch so eine leicht verzerrte Stimme eventuell. Gucken wir mal, ob wir noch was finden. Da. Semi-secular report on the evolution of mortal world demography. Once again, all indicators are positive regarding the global population. It has doubled since the last census, which is a major bright spot. However, it should be noted that this concerns mainly the megalopolis. This is something to be monitored or even reversed by the end of the millennium. We also report another important issue that needs to be closely observed: the quality of mortals, which is starting to decline, despite the trend toward organic and natural consumption that we have encouraged recently. The social and economic imbalances do not allow us to reverse the tendency of the decline in quality of our mortals. Also, we note quantitatively satisfactory state of our resources at the expense of this quality. Ah ja. Warum man das auch immer hier niederschreibt. Was haben wir hier noch? Da ist auch noch was. Na? Oh, ey, habe ich überhaupt keine Punkte reingeschickt in die ganzen Sachen.
Blood tests from the Red Salon.
Luckily, it looks like everything is in order here.
Was haben wir hier?
That looks like the key to a safe.
Nehmen wir doch mal. High Security Key, okay. 10-year report on mortal evolution and environmental degradation.
Ross didn't make his report.
Oh, da hätte man keinen Report abgegeben. Pollution and environmental degradation are some of the major problems currently plaguing the planet. These scourges are caused by a variety of factors that adversely impact the basic functions of the ecosystem and thus the sustainability of all life, resources and mortal existence. These environmental problems, especially global warming, are currently very worrying for the future of the planet and consequently on the maintenance at a satisfactory qualitative level of blood supply. Several phenomena are responsible for the degradation and pollution of the environment. First, overpopulation. It presents a danger for the environment because the increase of the population requires more buildings, more food, which involves deforestation, as well as over-explanation and pollution of the land.
Nothing new on the police scanners. They're
Second,
always one step behind.
production of polluting waste. The detritus and waste produced by humans are a major cause of environmental degradation. It comes from an intensive and unreasonable production of chemical products. This waste from industrial activities, factories and hospitals is the source of toxic emissions. Large-scale production is also a threat to the environment because it leads to air, water and soil pollution and has direct effects on human, animal and planet health. Ja gut, sehr allgemein geschrieben. Habe ich das schon gelesen? Ja, das waren diese Bluttests, ne?
Fuck. How long has it been since we've had an alert like this?
Aber es ist natürlich interessant, weil die Vampire natürlich auf menschliches Blut angewiesen sind. Ach, da ist das Server Room, okay. Interview Room, da geht's nicht weiter. Dann gehen wir an sein Büro.
Kai's office. The key card must be in there.
Na, vielleicht gibt es ja auch einen Safe. Was haben wir denn da? Oh, Education muss ich echt skillen bei ihm scheinbar. Oh, eine Liste von Leuten. Mark Nightingale eliminated. Janine Jones, okay. Clara Fitzpatrick eliminated. Check to check, okay. Alles Namen. Wer auch immer das alles ist. Aber okay. Was haben wir hier? Consult. Haben wir leider nicht, obwohl. Vielleicht ist ein Post-it. Das ist ja meistens die Hauptfehlerquelle Nummer 1. Was haben wir hier?
Security has been increased to the maximum. I've never seen anything like it.
Take. Magnetic key card to the server room, ja.
Are you supposed to be here?
Ja. Orders of the Prince. Okay, aber hier scheint es jetzt erstmal soweit nichts zu geben. Hier drüben, doch hier. Use Key. Gucken, was wir da für schmutzige Wäsche finden. Consumable collected. Old coins, okay. Okay, das ist einfach nur ein Ding, um was für ihn bei ihm zu machen. Restores to Willpower, okay. Diese Gaming-Elemente, weiß ich noch nicht, ob ich da so ein Fan von bin. Okay, Server Room. Ich weiß nicht, ob die jemals benutzen werde. Ich vergesse solche Dinger meistens.
Nobody's answering there either. Do you know anything about servers? Then we have nothing to talk about right now.
These servers hold all of our secrets. I understand why they're so well protected.
Da ist auch schon unser Mann, aber ich will einmal hier noch rumgehen und gucken, ob es noch was anderes gibt.
Mr. Leto's right over there.
Da ist er.
I imagine she sent you. Finally, some good news on this shitty night.
What's the situation?
Not good. Not good at all.
The prince needs more than that. I hope you've got it.
You want details?
Natürlich will ich die. Who issued the code red? Ist eine gute
Who sounded the
Frage.
alert?
A man named Wu. Ever heard of him? A retainer. One of Jason Moore's bodyguards.
Moore, the asset manager. What was he doing at the unification party?
He was supposed to answer technical questions about the financial viability of the agreement. Moore is good at hiding our kind trafficking. He's one of them, after all.
And you're the one who received the code red, personally.
It arrived directly here. It's authentic. I verified it.
Tell me what happened.
Everything was going as planned until 11:10 p.m. The prince's child, Miss Sellers, contacted me. The Hartford Warlocks had just arrived. That's the last time we heard from any of them. Less than 20 minutes later, we received the code red, just as we were leaving to join them.
Anything that could be of interest to the prince?
I'm working on it. Jara Drury is the expert, not me. If only she was here.
Is he keeping an eye on the Anarchs? Did the Chantry contact us recently? Das ist eine gute Frage. Any news from Jara?
Any word from Hartford?
Do you think it's them?
It would be ill-fated.
I knew we should never have trusted those damn warlocks.
Es ist witzig, weil ja die Tremere eigentlich Teil der Camarilla waren, also vor der V5. Und ein Teil davon auch immer noch ist. Wir haben ja letztens auch diesen anderen Tremere sein Apartment da durchsucht. Das heißt, diese speziellen Hexer sind wohl von einem anderen Branch, die eigentlich nichts in der Camarilla zu suchen haben. Any news from Jara?
Any sign of Jara?
Nothing at all. And that's not good. According to the protocol, she should have been there early. If they got hit, she would have been first in line.
Any movement with the Anarchs?
As usual, they're keeping their distance. You know it's always a pain in the ass to locate them. There's one thing we haven't considered. The Crimson Oaks.
Oh, Alter. Ich schwöre, ich muss Education einfach steigern, ey.
What's that?
It's a new outfit that came to town a while ago, but they're very discreet.
Persuasion scheinbar auch.
Okay, it's not much.
Yeah, just a gut feeling, but I could be wrong.
Leave no stone unturned.
I wonder who's calling.
Hello? You. It's about damn time. Shit. What? You're... Hello? Damn it! I lost them.
Who was it?
Whoa. Shit. Now it's just ringing.
What did he say?
The party was indeed attacked. Apparently it was a real bloodbath. He and James had just enough time to get more out. They're stopping by his place to pick up some sensitive documents.
And then what? Are they coming here?
I don't know. We got cut off.
Call him back. I'll inform Hazel.
Ja, okay. Bei der Party gab es ein Blutbad. Wer hätte das gedacht?
This is a critical moment for us. I have summoned you here tonight to organize our reaction to an imminent threat.
What threat exactly? We've got no reason yet to
Cut
think...
her off again and I'll slit your throat.
Oh! Excuse me!
Careful, Hazel.
How dare you speak to me like that?
Enough! I command you to be silent and listen to me.
Oh, so that's how it is.
That's enough, Beryl.
Yes, it's come to this. You would do well to listen to your sire. We have just been attacked. This is not a time for childish displays of discontent. Galeb, the code red was sent by Wu. Go to Moore's and find out what's going on.
As you wish.
And bring Moore back to me. He was supposed to be at the party. I don't understand why he's the only one who was able to call us. I would like to speak to him very much.
Consider it done.
I trust you. He might be involved in this, so gather any documents you can find there that could tie us to him.
Very well.
Delson, see if you can get Caius to find us a new middleman in the cane business to manage our interests. I don't want to take any chances. Then, I want you to talk to everyone. Somebody must have seen or heard something. Dejan, make sure all our defenses are in place.
Yes, Hazel.
You will go to the old Jefferson Library.
What's there?
That's where the Hartford Chantry calls home here. I gave them the building so they could have a base in Boston.
I demand to take her place.
Request denied.
What game are you playing, Hazel? It's a suicide mission.
It's all right. I got this. I'm not made of sugar.
She's not ready for this kind of mission. I should go with her, at the very least.
No, you will remain here. And Mem goes alone.
Why don't you send Dijon instead?
Enough, Hilda. Dijon has work to do elsewhere, and I don't need to explain myself.
Hazel, if anything happens to her, I'll...
Nothing, Hilda. You'll do nothing. It's high time you learned to trust her.
Which one of us are you planning to send to the party?
She's already left.
What? Who?
I sent Leisha.
Are you serious? A few hours ago, she was snoozing behind locked doors in a psych ward.
You're playing a dangerous game, Hazel. Without us, you would never have come into power.
You've chosen the worst possible moment to turn your back on us.
On the contrary, I find this moment very appropriate. I am the Prince of Boston, and you are the Primogen. I owe you nothing. Delson, escort them out. The session is adjourned. You all have your instructions.
Jetzt hat sie meinen Lachs auf den Tisch gelegt, ha? Ja, so ist es nun mal. Der Prinz in der Domäne hat das oberste und letzte Wort. Versammlung der Tiere abgeschlossen, okay. Chatterbox, minus 10 Success Rate in Intimidation Tie. Ja. You could have learned more about Chaos Leaders Investigation. Ja, wenn ich das... Ich habe halt den Skill nicht, ne? You could have learned why Beryl Underwood was there. Ja, stimmt. Aber auch da, ne? Das waren alles Sachen, die ich nur rausfinden kann, wenn ich irgendwie Skill Points in einer der Sachen gehabt hätte. Hatte ich nicht. Also, was hätte ich tun sollen, ne? So. Weiter geht's. Oh, jetzt kann ich mir aussuchen, mit wem ich zuerst anfange. Also gehen wir erstmal zu den Leuten von der Chantry. Gehen wir in Moores Apartment. Oder gehen wir dahin, wo es alles passiert ist. In der auf der Party. Heieieiei, wen soll ich nehmen? Ich tendiere zwischen Galeb und Leisha. Aber da wir eben schon die ganze Zeit mit Galeb gespielt haben, würde ich das jetzt auch weitermachen wollen. Ich gehe mit Galeb. Ja, da bin ich jetzt gespannt. Galeb must go to Jason Moore's home to find out what has happened and bring Moore back to the Prince. Let's go. Ah ja. So. Jetzt brauchen wir auf jeden Fall... hat gar keine... Ich habe gar keine XP. Das ist ja toll. Na, gut. Wenn ich keine XP habe, kann ich auch nichts ausgeben. Ein Sicherheitsmann, wie es scheint.
Nice badge.
Keep an eye on the elevator. I'm gonna go wait for forensics. Okay. Let me know when they get here.
Excuse me.
Er hat sich einfach mal den Inspector-Badge genommen und wahrscheinlich den Inspector gesnackt.
Message from the sheriff. Prince asked Moore for 5 reports. If I can't bring back their author, I must bring back the reports at least.
Ah, ja.
I'll know them when I see them.
Okay.
That's not a good sign.
Da ist wohl irgendwas passiert. Ist das auch ein Elevator? Ja, ne? Ja. Tatsächlich. Generator. Noch eine Rolle Polizeiband. Ah. Jetzt Auspexer. Ich will jetzt alles absuchen. Ich brauche Erfahrung, ey. Der Junge muss ein bisschen mehr geskillt werden.
Special Agent Smith.
The FBI! Finally, some backup. Lieutenant's expecting you. Straight ahead. Watch out for the bloodstains. Forensics hasn't been through here yet.
Boah.
Got it.
Ja. Aber das ist ja gut für uns. Oh, hier gab es einen Kampf.
The victim lost a lot of blood.
Aber hier gab es einen Kampf, oder? Ist das Blut? Das sah erst aus wie so Kratzer oder sowas. Er hat sich an der Wand entlang gehalten, scheinbar. Okay. Das muss aber ein Mensch sein eigentlich, oder? Normalerweise dachte ich, lösen sich Vampire auf, wenn sie sterben.
Lieutenant Anderson, I'm in charge of the investigation.
Special Agent Smith, FBI.
Really? Smith? Is that some kind of joke?
No, why?
Let it go. Never mind. I'll give you the DL. We got a call from the caretaker around 2:15. He told us that one of his residents was brought in with an injury carried by his bodyguards.
Oh.
We sent a squad car that got here around 2:45.
Is the caretaker still here?
He's in the living room. But I don't think you'll be able to get anything useful out of him. Poor guy's in shock.
Who was the first person on the scene?
That would be Baker. He's somewhere around here. It shouldn't be hard to find him.
Okay, then what?
When they stepped inside, the guys came face to face with that.
Do we know who the victim is?
Yeah, he had his ID on him. It's the owner, a guy named Jason Moore.
Ach ja.
I don't know who this guy pissed off, but things didn't work out too well for him.
Did you secure all the exits and entrances to the building?
Yes, we've got men on the ground floor and in the parking garage.
How do you get to the parking garage?
You'll have to ask the caretaker. He's the one who took my men down there.
What have you got on Moore?
He was an asset manager. But if you ask me, he was involved in some shady stuff that we're sure to find out about. It's not every day that an accountant gets his head chopped off.
Where are the bodyguards?
We haven't found anyone yet.
Do we know if he had a family?
Yeah, a wife and an 8-year-old daughter. The wife, Lydia Moore, 34 years old, architect, dual citizen of Costa Rica and the US, no criminal record. Yeah, we're trying to get a hold of her. The daughter, June. We've looked and she's not here either.
Go on.
We're still looking through the head. We're waiting on forensics for everything else, but they're busy with another case.
What case?
You haven't heard? At one international place. They say it was a real bloodbath.
Oh,
So,
shitty.
you're here to take over the case?
No. I'm working on something else. Moore's name popped up in one of our investigations, but I can't talk about it.
Okay, I'll let my team know.
Stimmt, er hat ja Sense the Unseen, ne? Achso, soll ich das jetzt nutzen? When Sense the Invisible is activated, looking at non-human character is enough to identify its nature. It is possible to reveal the tracks left by a supernatural creature and learn more about it.
Agent Smith from the FBI is here. We're still in charge of the investigation, so please cooperate with him.
Sonst hätten sie es nicht gemacht.
Sorry, I'm busy.
So Joanne, okay. Das ist echt interessant. Also, klar, Jason Moore war der Typ, der, glaube ich, für Limousinen und all so einen Kram gesorgt hat. Der stand ja auch auf diesen einen Listen, dann ist es natürlich ein Mensch. Oder vielleicht ein Ghoul gewesen, das weiß ich jetzt nicht.
He was decapitated. It was a pretty clean cut.
Ja, wie von einem Katana, ne? Sense Aura.
There's a retainer here somewhere. Moore's driver's license.
Kann ich hier noch irgendwas anderes angucken eigentlich? Man kann ja mal so rumgucken, ne? Kann ich was anderes? Nee. Okay. Oh, krasses Aquarium, ey. Das gucke ich mir mal eben an. Vielleicht gibt es hier auch noch was. Vielleicht die Waffen. Er hat ja auch Waffen hier, ne? Vielleicht fehlt eine. Aber hier haben sie... Da.
This sort of formal decor might impress Boston High Society, but not me.
Ja, er hat die Sachen wahrscheinlich auch selber mal benutzt. 17. Jahrhundert. Passt.
One of the weapons is missing.
As I thought. Und das sieht mir auch nach einem Katana aus, beziehungsweise nach einem ähnlichen. Normalerweise sind diese Katanas ja, glaube ich, Paare, ne? Ich meine, man hat dann immer 2 von. Aber was weiß ich schon? Ich bin kein Japanologe.
Come on. It'll pass. Don't worry.
Da lag noch ein Donut rum. Die Küche. Oh, da geht's einem nicht gut wegen der ganzen Kopfabgeschichte. Achso, ich dachte, da wäre ein Punkt.
Are you all right?
Yeah, just a little faint.
I was expecting it, but then... give me a minute, and I'll head back.
The sight of blood. We've all been there, haven't we?
No.
Hat er jetzt reingekotzt? Nee.
Ugh, what a stench.
Ja, das ist eher nichts für einen Ventro. So, wollte ich hin da.
Oh, there are bloodstains on the garbage chute.
Ob da jemand den Kopf entsorgt hat? Aber was
There are bloody prints on these bags.
Eingepackt sogar. Was mir gerade auffällt. Sie haben ja nur den Kopf und sie haben seine Driver's License in seiner Jacke gefunden. Es kann natürlich sein, dass er das selber inszeniert hat, jemand anderes da liegt und er seine Driver's License reingetan hat, damit man denkt, er wäre tot.
When I knew him, he took better care of himself. What's going on with him?
Weil es so messy aussieht, oder? Oh, da sind noch Flaschen. Pizza, genau.
Can't leave that lying around.
Das sieht schon messy aus, ne?
Still looking.
The dinner of a mortal who's at the end of their rope.
Ja, es sieht echt ein bisschen so aus, als hätte er sich ein bisschen gehen lassen, ne? Passt irgendwie nicht zu dieser Familiengeschichte.
Why is the FBI interested in Moore?
His name came up in several financial investigations we're working on.
In case of emergency.
Lydia's planner.
Ja. Holidays. Ich kann es leider nicht so gut lesen. Pia. Irgendwas. Das da ist ausgedingst. In case of emergency call. Irgendwas. Ach shit. Jetzt hat er aus der rechten Maustaste gedrückt. Pura Vioa.
Lydia's life seems to
Pura
revolve
vida.
around June and her home in Costa Rica, with Jason often absent.
Visit Grandpa in San Jose. Goodbye Costa Rica. Pick June to painting class. Buy new books. Streets from Catherine Bergman. New architecture project for Boston Museum. In case of emergency, call Pura Vida. Da ist eine zerbrochene Flasche. Ist ja fast schon so, als wüsste er, dass er sterben würde. Case of emergency, vor allen
The
Dingen.
apartment has changed since my last visit.
Er war also schon mal hier, der gute Galeb.
What a mess. Nobody's done the cleaning in ages.
Schon witzig, so ein Apartment hier zu sehen, wo nur so ein bisschen rumliegt. Und schon ist es a mess.
I have to question him.
He's still freaked out. I don't think it's the right time.
Boston Police. So Tyler Hay. Ethan Adams, 60, Concierge Butler, good relations with him. Ach Mann, ich drücke immer auf die rechte Maustaste. Good relations with Moores. Present at the scene. Moore came back around 2 a.m. wounded with bodyguards. Feels guilty, thinks he could have done more. Loyal, professional, friendly, old school, meticulous, educated. Okay.
Mr. Adams.
No. This can't be happening. What a nightmare. So much blood.
I've got a few questions.
I tried to help him. I told him we should call 911. I told him.
Intimidation will ich jetzt ja eigentlich nicht machen. Calm him down. Ja, das ist gut.
Sir, listen to me. It's all right. Calm down. You're safe and you did the right thing.
I did the right thing.
I need you to answer a few questions for me.
Presence ist so stark, ey.
Yes, of course. What do you want to know?
Ja, ist wichtig.
The lieutenant told me there was an access to the basement.
Yes, using the service elevator through the kitchen. You need a magnetic pass to use it. I gave the spare to your colleagues who wanted to go down there. I still have the original. Do you want it?
Please.
Okay. Ich überlege, ob wir das überhaupt brauchen an Informationen, aber das ist okay.
Tell me about the evening again, please. What happened tonight?
Mr. Moore left with his 3 bodyguards earlier in the evening. One of them got in the car, and Mr. Moore came down around midnight.
And then?
They came back around 2 a.m. Mr. Moore was limping.
2 a.m.?
He was leaning on one of his bodyguards, and he was bleeding.
Was he injured?
I told him I could call an ambulance or a doctor, but he didn't answer. I went closer to insist, but Wu told me they were in control of the situation, that it was no big deal. They went upstairs, and I saw drops of blood in front of the elevator. I told myself they were being unreasonable. What did those 2 goons know about it? So I called Mr. Moore on the internal line. Several times.
Did he pick up?
Not once. So I went upstairs and rang the doorbell. But nobody answered. So I went back down to the front desk and I called you.
Do you know his bodyguards?
Yeah, there's Jack, James, and Wu. But you won't hear me singing their praises.
Why not?
Oh, they're good at strutting around and acting tough when everything is going well. But where were they tonight? Can you tell me that? That was their job, right? They were paid to...
Correct.
to protect him.
Ich würde diese Sachen gerne fragen, aber ich habe keine Punkte darin.
Do you have any idea where they might have gone?
No. But believe you me, if I ever see them again, I'm gonna give them a piece of my mind.
I imagine the girl left with her mother?
Not at all. It was the start of the school year, and Mrs. Moore left 2 weeks ago. I haven't seen her since Monday, when Mr. Moore took her to school on the first day. She must be staying with a friend. Poor little thing. Thank heaven she wasn't here.
Do you know his wife?
Mrs. Moore is a model resident. She always has something nice to say to the staff. And is the first to welcome new neighbors, too. A true lady.
Opponent Focus, 40%, das ist eine Menge eigentlich. Was she faithful? Ich kann mal alles reinlegen. Ich will mal eine von den Special-Sachen machen. Yes.
Do you think she could have been having an affair?
She's a very respectable woman who loves her husband very much. I don't know what sick kind of world you live in.
And you would certainly not like to find out.
They had their ups and downs, just like any couple. The staff had noticed that she went to Costa Rica fairly often without her husband.
Was she thinking of leaving him?
Not at all. Just the opposite. She begged him to spend more time with her and their daughter.
Do you think anyone could have been so angry with her that they could have taken it out on her husband?
Oh, no. I don't think so. It's true that lots of people could have been jealous of her. But not to that point.
Jealousy?
Do you know where she is?
Mr. Moore told me she'd gone to their home in Costa Rica. She goes there pretty often. She's an architect, and she likes to work in her home country. She has family there.
Did you know Mr. Moore well?
We weren't friends, if that's what you're asking. But we got to know each other. With time. He was a creature of habit. Since he worked late, he would often ask me for things at night. A newspaper, batteries, ice. I think he asked me for just about everything. I prided myself on always being able to get what he needed, no matter what time it was. You'd have thought he pretty much lived after dark.
Like his clients.
Ganz genau.
Did Mr. Moore have many visitors?
For a man with his status, it was nothing surprising. But, well...
Yes?
His visitors mostly came in the middle of the night. I must admit, that's a little unusual.
That's what working for us is like.
He told me he had a lot of foreign clients, and he had to juggle different time zones. That's what working from home is like. He had colleagues over for late-night meetings, too. But since little June was born, not as many people came around.
That was wise. Did he have any enemies that you were aware of?
No. He was a very respectable man. No bad company or anything.
Except for us.
Der weiß auch nicht alles, ne, der Caretaker.
Deceased. Were you aware of any extramarital affairs he may have had?
Mr. Moore was a good man. He would never have disrespected his wife, or even contemplated it, I'm sure.
She could have been okay with it. There were no young women coming and going.
That's a very inappropriate question. I don't want to talk about this anymore.
Okay.
Thank you for your statement.
You have to find out who did this, officer. Justice needs to be done for him. And for his family.
And we need to find out who's messing with us. That's what we're here for. You can count on us. Stick around in case we have more questions.
Ja, der Galeb macht das schon nicht schlecht. Was ist denn das?
Somebody slept here.
Er wahrscheinlich. Also nicht der Caretaker, sondern der Moor, wenn es überhaupt er war. Interessant, interessant. So, etwas ungewöhnlich jetzt hier einfach so zu schneiden, beziehungsweise eine andere Szene von mir hier reinzusetzen, aber diese Investigation, dieses, was Galeb hier gerade macht in dem Apartment von Jason Moore, ist relativ lang und ich muss das in mehrere Teile splitten, deswegen hören wir jetzt hier an dieser Stelle einmal mit dem ersten Teil von Galebs Investigation auf. Und ich würde mich freuen, wenn ihr beim nächsten Mal wieder dabei seid, wenn es damit weitergeht. Und ja, mal schauen, was Galeb noch alles so zutage fördert. Bis zum nächsten Mal. Ciao.